Howdy, folks. John Hardy. Great tune, kind of overplayed, but you got to know how to play it. You're not going to get out of your bluegrass banjo life without knowing this tune. It's such a popular tune that it's actually banned at a lot of banjo contests because the judges don't want to hear it over and over again, along with Foggy Mountain Breakdown. But you got to learn how to play it, and it's not hard to play. And it's one of those tunes that has a melody, but it also kind of doesn't have a lot of melody a lot of places. Like I was just listening to Tony Rice's version, and it just goes out into the stratosphere, as does a lot of other people's versions. So this is a melody you can follow, and you can jam on it with your friends because it's not too complicated. All right, let's get started. Key of G, God's key on the banjo. Get in tune with me. All right, it's in G, but it immediately goes to a C chord after the lead-in. The lead-in is this. Starting on that B string. B. You could also just do a lead-in off the G string. You're going right to a C chord, and you're going to hit the C chord. Hit that C note, that's first fret of the second string. You're going to hit that, and then do a forward roll. No problem. Then you're going to grab the F note, and we're just going to play quarter notes here. So that 3, 2, and then you're going to hit the fifth string after each one of those. So the first two ideas are these. Piece of cake. Then you're going to do a bluegrass lick. All right, you're going to hit the first, with your middle finger, you're going to hit the first string. And then you're going to hammer on second fret to the third fret on the second string. When you hit the third fret of the second string, you're going to hit the first string. So, very Earl Scruggsy. Then you're going to do a forward roll with a slide on the third string, second to fourth fret. It's going to sound like this. You're going, hitting the fifth string, sliding from the second to the fourth fret. When you get to the fourth fret, you're going to hit the first string. Importantly, you're going to have your index finger on the third string. So let's do it from the beginning. On the end, a little punctuation. One more time. And then it leads back in. You do this idea about 3 times. I think it's exactly 3 times, not about 3 times. So let's do it again. Actually, the idea changes slightly. My bad. Here's the first idea. Second idea. That's all the same. Then we're going to do a little Foggy Mountain Breakdown, like. And all we're doing for this is we're hammering on second fret to third fret on the second string, and as we hit the third fret, with the hammer on, we're hitting the first string. And I'm doing it with my index finger, index to middle. Actually, I like to do the thing that Earl Scruggs does. I do the start with the index finger, index to middle, then I do move my thumb up and hit the second string with my thumb. That's a very exciting lick, and you can use that a lot of places in bluegrass banjo. So, first two ideas. Time? Yeah. Yeah, well, if I didn't, that is how I want to do it. I want to start with A. Hit that middle string open. I think so. Oh no, we can go straight to the Foggy Mountain Breakdown Lake. Yeah, do that, do that. Do that. I really planned this out ahead of time, you can tell. Then, no lead in, straight to the C chord. So that's the third idea, and it's sort of like the first idea. Let's do all three of those ideas, zero ambiguity. Idle on the D7 chord. There's a heavy-duty D7 chord. It goes on forever, and the simple version of this tune is going to be forward and reverse roll. So 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1. You know that roll. Over a D7 chord. Followed by thumb pinch off the fourth string. One more. Yeah, and then tying it off. So it's and then we'll do a little Earl Scruggs, so you kind of like at the end of that. So. Last lick's important, and you need to learn how to learn this, do this lick eventually, no matter what. So you're going to hit the middle string, and you're doing a forward roll. Your right hand's going to be doing this. You're starting it with your index finger on the third string. That's important. Do that again. But you're going to add a slide, second to fourth fret on the third string, so it's going to be like this. Do that again. Important lick. Learn that lick. Leads back in. That's the whole song. Let's play it slowly one time through. Ready? Okay, good so far. I hope you're hanging with me here. Hope this is making some amount of sense. This is a very stripped down version of kind of marking the time of John Hardy before you're going to play variations. Let's quickly go over the backup. There's the lead in. C, F, C, G, 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 G. C, C, F, C, G. C, F, C, G. Then D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, back to G. So learn that backup, get that backup. You're only as good as your backup as a banjo player, really, because you're going to be playing with other people and you're not going to always be playing melody. You're going to have to play a lot of backup. You want to be the best backup person you can possibly be. Variation. If you are sick and tired of playing there's a nice variation we can put on the end of that lick. It's a little bit of a quote of ground speed. It's a little syncopated thing. So here's what's going to happen for the B part, the part that hangs on the D chord forever. We're going to go that, that. Then you're going to go. That's a nice little variation I gave to one of my board students today, and it's so we're going to do the two licks, two of those licks beginning. Then you're going to hold down the 4th fret of the 4th string and the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, part of a D chord, and you're going to do this. Is quite simple. You're going to hit the 4th string. And then you're going to hit the 3rd string and the 1st string. You're going to do that. We're going to do it a little syncopated. That's the whole lick. The way it's broken down. You're hitting you're clamping down that D chord, that partial D chord the whole time. You're going to first hit the thumb on the 4th, and then you're going to pinch the 3rd and the 1st, and then you're going to pinch the 2nd and 1st string, and you're going to go back and forth between the 3rd and 1st string and the 2nd and 1st string. That's the whole thing. It's really simple, but it's kind of hard to execute. So practice that little variation, practice it with a metronome, maybe practice it with someone backing you up. That's going to be really helpful. Now, another lick that takes the exact same amount of time and space would be a descending middle finger led lick, which I associate with Doug Dillard's banjo playing. But instead of doing, we have this part on the D chord. We're filling in the space right after that, and you can do, instead of doing another lick, you can do is we're gonna go to the 7th fret side by side, and we're gonna go middle index, middle thumb, 1st string, 2nd string, 1st string, 5th string. One of my favorite banjo licks. And then we're gonna go down to the C chord. And then down to the D chord, 4th and 3rd, down to the C chord. So we're going to go. Straight down there, and then we're going to go. Hit the middle string open, do a little hammer on, and then do a forward roll with a slide. Let me play the whole thing in context. Here it comes. Etc., etc., etc. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I was a little long-winded, but I hope you can play John Hardy give me a shout. Tell me how you liked it, if you can do it or not. There's tons of videos out there, but I try to make it as simple as possible. Remember, you just need to be in rhythm, keep your right hand in good shape, get to the left hand positions on time, and you're playing bluegrass banjo. It is really that simple. Unfortunately, playing in rhythm is hard, but give it your best shot. Thank you. Bye.